Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Food Junkie coming at you with a little video. It's gonna be a really quick one before I take my little nap. You can see, got my little sleeping thing on, got my little head thing on. Of course, y'all know how I do it. That's why I kind of wear this all the time because I'm constantly just taking a nap when I want to. Anyways, ooh, still cute laying down. Anyways, um, yeah, different opinions, same situations. I've been thinking about this for a while. How I won't say everyone, because then we stop trying to generalize that much. How a lot of people think that everyone live by the same situation. How everyone sees things the same, understands things the same, and do things the same, and that's not the case at all. I was thinking of a situation how everybody want to tell a story and think that everyone is going to agree with it the same way, not realizing or understanding that not everyone sees things the same way. If you have siblings, like I have siblings, I have a brother and two sisters, and if we all grew up in the same household, same mother, same things like that, you know what I'm saying? Same father as well. My mother wasn't out there with multiple kids, multiple baby daddies. My mom had four children, and we're all real siblings. You know what I'm saying? Same mother, same father. We all grew up in poverty. But if you ask each and every one of us, although we live in the same household, grew up in the same situation, we all have differences of opinions, how we see life, how we view things, how we grew our upbringing, things of that nature. That in itself can tell you not everyone who identifies as the same thing or lives in the same situation or categorize themselves by the same stuff have the same opinion, thinks the same, acts the same, reacts the same to different things. So when we trying to make people believe that everything that's someone in a category that we belong to believes in, we do a disjustice for them because we're not allowing them. Hey baby, what's up? How you doing? Mm-mm-mm. You still trying to get my attention, baby, aren't you? Hey, you, baby, how you doing? You are still trying to get my attention. How am I driving when I'm laying in bed, you stupid fuck? Like, one second, y'all. Let me get this person out of here. Because this idiot is just on my fucking nerves. Yeah. Let's just remove you in general. Anyways, so we do a disservice to people when we don't allow them to have you're good, baby, that's what's up. When we don't allow them to have their own individuality. If we think that just because someone made, like for example, me, being black, being a man, being same sex attracted, I know I don't speak for the entire black male same gender loving community. I speak for one person, which is myself, Food Junkie. I'm not trying to speak for the entire community, and nor do I want the communities to speak for me. That's why we make the mistakes. We have this mentality now of if you want to be my friend, if you like me or it's not, we all need to think alike. We all need to have this bandwagon mentality, this way of, oh well, this is what I think, so this is how everyone else thinks. No, we need to leave this world open to have a difference of opinion, have a difference of seeing things, doing things, believing things, understanding things. I don't want everyone to think like me, but I do want you to think for yourself. I do want you to take in what is around you and use that to come up with a cohesive decision or conclusion that makes sense to the situation. What's up, baby? How you doing? You know, I don't want people to think that, you know what I'm saying, just because you're a woman, you need to agree with everything every woman says. Just because you're black, you need to go with everything that black people say. Just because you like the same sex, you need to go with everything that the same sex says. No, that's not how the world works. Those are how followers work. That's why I sit back so often and shake my head and wonder, where have we got to this point to where we are not individuals anymore? We're constantly wanting people to believe and think the way we believe and think, or we don't have the mindset to actually critically think for ourselves. We want to jump on a bandwagon because it's easier to let someone else lead us, opposed to us being understanding that this is something that we need to do for ourselves. We survive and thrive when we think for ourselves. We don't survive and thrive when we're going along just to get along. You know, people think that, saying it's easier. People think it's easier. Is that for me, view, or somebody else, baby? Who needs a spell check? Oh, you want the person that I had to block? You know, um, people think it's easier to just go with the crowd because that's what the crowd thinks, and they don't like me if I think how they think. No, be an individual. Oh, you. You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense. It makes no sense that we are so afraid to be individuals. We are so longing to be accepted by everyone that we are afraid to have our own mind. We are afraid to think for ourselves. We are afraid to be ourselves. We are so afraid to stand out in the crowd that we're just willing to sacrifice who we are, what we think, how we think, in order to, what I'm saying, be someone's friend, or to be part of the cool kid, or to be part of a clique. If you can accept yourself for who you are, how do you expect people to accept you? I know me, I can smell weakness. I could smell lame ass people from a mile away. And I choose to kick their ass, you know what I'm saying, so far away from me was that I can no longer smell them. I'm not trying to be around a bunch of do people. I don't like people around me. For me, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. Having the best people around me was not having people that's going to call me on my shit and not afraid to be called on their shit. Like even the video I made when I was going to work, was it Friday? Was it yesterday or the Thursday? Thursday when I made the video about the spam fried rice. Deanna wrote a little comment on my thing, quoted were cool, so I put her in the title. Whatever. But then people were like, "Oh my god, I thought y'all was going to go at it." No, we're playing with each other. That's how I joke, and people who know me knows I don't take anything too seriously. Same thing what I did with Shelly a while ago. When I was making my mask, whatever, Shelly said something about doxing me if I make her a mask. I came on camera and made her a little mask out of a styrofoam plate, joking around. She laughed. Deanna laughed at what I did the other day. My point is that's how I joke. I'm not gonna sit up here and argue, fuss, and fight with people was not, or even try to do anything with that. Stop being followers, you guys. Stop allowing people to push you in directions that you normally wouldn't go. You can blame it on COVID. You can blame it on being in the house was not, but you still are an individual. You still are a grown up that need to make your own decisions. You still need to be able to defend what you've done, how you've done it, and why you've done it. And if you're not able to do that, whatever, why are you doing these things? Why are you jumping on bandwagons, whatever? Oh, I don't like you, so let me harass. Well, so and so don't like you, so let me harass you for them. Who cares? Stop being followers. Like I said, the example I gave earlier in this video. What's up? Oh, Shelly, you remember that, right? That was fun. That was funny. It was silly. That's who I am. I like to have fun. If I'm going to put someone's name in a title with that or address someone in a crazy way, I'm going to have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? It was fun. It was funny. It was silly. That's who I am. I'm not trying to sit up here and do things. But like I said earlier, you know, um, I have three siblings. We all grew up poor. We all grew up in the same household with my mom, but all of us sees life different. Just because we all grew up in the same situation or the same circumstances doesn't mean we have the same experiences or the same thoughts of it. If you have other siblings, whatever, if you're not the only child or you have other siblings or was raised in a household with other people, ask them how they view things and see how vastly different it is from you. And that should tell you not everyone who have the same situation or same circumstances live or think the same. You must be able to be an independent person, to be an individual in order for you to stand out as an individual. Right. Exactly. They don't get it. You know, it's sad to me. It's sad that everyone wants to be accepted so much that they're willing to sacrifice who they are. Everyone wants to be accepted so much that they are constantly trying to, you know what I'm saying, live up to someone else's standards. They allow people to put them in a box and then wonder why they're trapped doing things. Like I wrote in a post on my community page a couple of days ago, whatever, like probably a week or so ago. There's only two things that I can't help. and that's being a man and being black. Everything else is up to me to define myself as. You know what I'm saying? I can be whatever I want to be. But two things I can't change is being black and being a man. Or things I don't want to change, I should say. Everything else is optional. And I'm not trying to be everyone's friend. I don't want everyone to like me. I don't care if you like me or not. Just don't stand in my way while I'm reaching for what's mine. And when I do what I need to do, whatever, don't become the victim. When you're pushing and poking and prodding and then getting mad because I'm not allowing you to do so, allowing you to say what you want to say to me what's not, or just ignoring you by not even giving you any type of energy. No one care. Well, let me rephrase this. I don't care about you. I don't. If you're not in this bed with me, this bed right here, if you're not in this household with me, you really are obsolete to me. Although y'all know I love everybody, I like everybody, but it's not. The reality is, I'm not going to allow anyone who's not part of my life in real life to affect me one way or the other. From actors to actresses, I've never been a person to have a role model that wasn't tangible to me or tangible for me. An athlete was just that, an athlete. A star was just a star. I was never looking up to anybody, ever. If I can't talk to you, if I can't reach out to you, if I can't ask you a question and get it answered quickly, you're not an idol for me. I'm not trying to follow you or do what you do or say what you say or go by what you say. I don't care about that. You do not have the type of power over me. And the fact that we, even as small children, I mean, it starts there. Having parents who don't instill confidence into their children. See, my mom, although we were poor, and a lot of things that I learned by default, one thing she allowed me to do is speak my mind. And that's why I'm not afraid to speak my mind. If she did something wrong, I would say, "Mommy, that's not right. You can't do this. That's not right. How are we going to do XYZ when you're doing this right here? That's not right. We don't have a lot of money, but yet you're out here buying a purse. That's not cool." And I wouldn't get in trouble for that. People will always ask me or ask my mom, "Why did he always say stuff like that?" She said, "Because I allow him to." Even now, I say all kinds of stuff at work, all my jobs. And people always wonder, how can you get away with that? Because I don't say it with malice in my heart. I don't say it with any type of anger or anything like that. I say it because it needs to be said. It needs to be voiced. If I say it, it's because it needs to be said. And I'm not trying to, offend anyone. I'm not trying to befriend anyone. We know you do, Shelley. you know, I'm not trying to do that. I'm just saying what needs to be said. And if you get offended by it, was not maybe you should check the actions or the things that you've done in order for me to say that. Why did it offend you? Offend you because I pointed out something that you did. What's up, Carrie, baby? How you doing? And everyone else in the chat. You know, why does it offend you so? Why is it that you have to think that you should be put on a pedestal in order for someone to talk to you or to speak to you, as long as they're doing it respectfully? Everyone wants to be spoken to with these kind words, but yet they don't mind talking trash or talking greasy to everybody else. I don't get that. Your experience is not my experience. Your understanding is not my understanding, just like mine shouldn't be yours. Don't listen to what I say to try to, what I'm saying, um, discredit it. Listen to it for the similarities in our stories. Because there are going to be similarities one way or the other. But it doesn't mean that I have the same information taken out of that situation that you have, even with the similarities in it. You have to be able to decipher and listen for understanding, not listen to respond. A lot of people like to listen to respond opposed to listen to understand. And they get mad when you point that out. What's up, baby? How you doing? Bubbles. You know, I don't get it. Like I don't understand. Like we think that everyone who is black has the same black experience. No, we don't. Every woman has the same female experience. No, y'all don't. Every man has the same male experience. No, we don't. Every gay man has the same gay experience. No, we don't. Every black gay man has the same. No, we don't. We're all different. I can name 20 gay black men on here on this YouTube thing. What's up, baby? How you doing? Cracks and holes. You know, and we're all different. We're all are different. And as long as happy Saturday, thank you. Happy Saturday to you as well. You know, and as long as we understand that and respect each other for that, we're all gonna be okay. You know, people kill me when they thinking that oh well, you must think like this. No, you don't have to think like that. Like I said, there are black gay male designers that I am totally different from. Have a totally different mindset from. Have a totally different upbringing and outlook on things. It has nothing to do with whatever categories we may have in common. We're different. Recognizing those differences and respecting those differences is what makes us all human, a part of the human condition, or a part of this human experiment. Once we start thinking that everyone needs to think like us or believe like us, that's why I understand on this whole council culture. Oh, you don't think the way I think, whatever. So therefore, I'm going to cancel you, or I'm going to be upset with you, or I'm going to protest against you. You can't do that. We're not all the same. We're not a monolithic group of people. We're human beings are not monolithic. We're not. There's not one type of human being. We're all vastly different for a reason. And if we don't understand that, recognize that, or can comprehend that, we're all lost. It's all going to be washed up and sad. Understand that in order for us to really truly get along, we must accept and respect the differences that we have amongst each other. But you want me to respect you and accept you for who you are, but you're not willing and open minded enough to respect and accept me for who I am. If we really want things to be equal, if we really want things to be, you know what I'm saying, um, the same or not the same, to be cohesive, we need to understand that everyone's going to be different. Your opinion is going to be different than my opinion. How you think, how you feel, what you feel, how when you say where you feel, the levels in which you feel is going to be different. I'll tell y'all quickly. If it's not good for me, I definitely back away from it quickly. If it's not something that's going to help me, cut my nose hairs. If it's not something that helps me, I'm going to back away from it. I'm not going to be around. Like I said, I don't like abuse. I don't like bye. I'm not going to sit around being abused. I'm not going to sit around being unhappy because I want to be part of a group, or I want to be accepted by a group, or I want to feel like I belong. Shit, I belong to me. Everyone that I have in my real life, you know what I'm saying, be it a friend, be it an associate, be it whatever, in my real life, that's what's important to me. That's where I live. That's where I get happy. That's where my joy comes from. That's where my happiness comes from. It's not coming from someone who wants me to go along just to get along, to be part of a group, to be part of the crowd. That's not what I do. Like I say, you born, you're born naked and you die. Everything else in between is up to you how you live. Life is about choices, and we need to start making the right ones that's best for us. We don't need to be around people that's not good for us or doing things that is not um, good for us. Just doing it because we want to fit in. We want to think that oh well this is fun. So let me no life is everything. Well, life is not gonna be fun. Sometimes you gotta sit down and be still, be quiet, shut the fuck up. Actually, you know what I'm saying. You can't sit up here and constantly be coming to a room screaming and expect to be heard. A lot of people on here, especially on this in this sector of YouTube, come into the room screaming and expect to be heard. People are will look at you and laugh at you as not, but like I said, laugh at you, not with you. No one really wants to be around someone who's constantly screaming, constantly seeking attention. I know I don't. I want to come into a room, be quiet, sit down, watch the crowd, watch the room, read the room, make sure I get the assignment. So when I do the work, it's done correctly the first time. I don't know, y'all. It's just and I'm watching stuff and listening to stuff and watching the world, watching how people interact in the world, how people decipher stuff in the world. And we're like, y'all really do think that everyone thinks the same. you know. And I was listening to, like I said, I was doing some listening to some old Dave Chappelle stuff. You know, what I'm saying, like I said, I never found him funny before, and I said, and people were like, "Oh, he's not funny." Well, funny is subjective. I don't think a lot of people on here are funny, but they think they're hilarious. They get big numbers and big crowds, but I don't think they're funny or interesting or educational or intellectual at all. I think they're fucking stupid. I think they're fucking idiots, actually. I think they sound stupid to me because they don't know what they're talking about. But that's just me. I said people may think the same about me. It's okay. I know my IQ. I know what I know. I know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know what I'm saying, really need the approval of anybody. The approval is my life, my lifestyle. It just is. But yeah, it's like, I mean, I was watching some stuff and I was coming up with some just some jokes in my head. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm always trying to be creative in some way, shape, or form. And I was telling, I was thinking to myself, because it was this black gay comedian who was talking about Dave Chappelle comedy special. You know, this topic that everybody's talking about, and he was saying that, you know, saying it was really like basically he said what I said. It was basically commentary on things that he experienced in his life. I haven't heard anybody who's talking about Dave Chappelle right now. That's coming from people on here, people that's in the media, people that's talking about it, whatever, comedy hype central, all those stuff. No one can tell me one joke that he told that was offensive. Now you may not liked it, you may have thought it was funny, but what did he say that was offensive? I'll wait. And here's why because I'm trying to understand what the whole big old huge hoopla are about. If you can't tell me what he said that was offensive, please be quiet and stop trying. And then funny thing is, I also watched something about the protest, the whole Netflix protest thing. Well, that was a guy who had a sign that said "We love Dave." Y'all see the video? There was a guy that had a sign that said "We love Dave." The protesters from Netflix ripped the sign out of this man's hand and tore up the sign. And so when the guy was left there with a stick that the sign was on, they wanted to scream, "He has a weapon." Make that make sense. You're protesting because you don't like what Dave Chappelle said. Someone comes there with a sign, because y'all had signs. Someone comes there with a sign saying, "We love Dave." You walk up to this individual, screaming in this individual's face, madness, exactly. Screaming in this individual's face, take the sign out the man's hand, rip the sign violently, ripping the sign out of this person's hands. When the person was left there with the stick the sign was on, now he has a weapon. See, I don't do that very well. I don't do the hypocrisy. I don't care who it is. I don't do the bullshit. I don't do these fake ass commentators who want to talk shit who really don't understand what the fuck is going on. It's all about bullshit. People want to have a voice in the conversation when they don't understand what the conversation is about. The conversation is not about how much money he made. The conversation is not about, you know what I'm saying, people are offended by a joke he told. So that's kind of, what did you do for Daphne? What did you do for Daphne? What's up, baby? How you doing? Where me? How you doing, baby? I don't understand that. What did you do for Daphne? What did you do for the transgender person who lost their life after being harassed? Not saying that you were the direct cause, but who knows? The comedian that was talking about Dave Chappelle, the black gay comedian, he said he knew Daphne. He said that she was sensitive. He said that everything that Dave Chappelle said in that special was true. You doing good? That's what's up, baby. He said everything that Dave Chappelle said in that special was true about Daphne. She was kind, she was sweet, she was sensitive, all those things. And she was heartbroken when her community turned against her. Not everyone thinks the same. What you find offensive, some people find funny. What I find offensive, y'all find funny, especially y'all here. What y'all find funny, I find offensive. What y'all find entertaining, I find idiotic. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about we all being the same. It's about us understanding that we're all different and learning to accept one another and live with one another. That's what it's about. It's not about us trying to make people think like us. Trying to join people was not to boost someone else out or to make someone else feel bad about who they are. And if someone hurts themselves or offs themselves because of the ridicule that they received by you, you want to say you had nothing to do with it to clear your conscience. But y'all don't realize it's about karma. It is about karma. Is that Auburn Brown? What's up, baby? How you doing? You know, it's about karma. You can't do ugliness and evilness out there in the world and expect good things to come to you. You can't sit up here and be the worst person on earth then expect good things to happen to you. To join crowds because you want to be popular because you've never been popular before. I just say this. I said this from the very beginning. This is as popular as most of the people on here has ever been, ever. And you can tell by how they act and interact with one another. Because there's no reason whatsoever why there should be trolls. Unless you're unhappy and you're miserable in your real life. There is no reason whatsoever to be a troll. There is no reason whatsoever to where you should need to harass somebody because they said something that you don't like. You come on people's videos and talk mess. You go on people's channels and talk mess. For what reason? Why do you want to be seen but yet you want to hide? It makes no sense to me. You're wasting your time thinking that you're getting under my skin. The reality is, baby, you can't. Or anyone's skin who knows who they are, who's comfortable with who they are. I don't know. I'm looking for the camera. I'm looking for the camera. I don't know. Camera here. I don't know what I'm doing. Whatever. But yeah, it's just ridiculous to me. Like I don't understand it. We're not all the same. We're not all going to think the same. So why do we constantly think that people need to think like us? No. Allow people to have their own way of thinking, their own train of thought. Allow people to be themselves. That's what I said. Show me who you are and give me the option to like you or not. If you're a bitch, show me that you're a bitch. I like bitches actually. Show me you're an asshole. I like assholes actually. I'm one when I want to be. Show me who you are and give me the option to either like you or not like you. And if I don't like you, oh well. You should be able to move on from that. You should be able to be okay with that. But even then, you don't have to harass me because I don't like you. Because I'm not gonna harass you because I don't like you. You have some qualities and traits that I don't want to be around with. I love everybody, but I don't fuck with everybody. Y'all know that. I like everybody. I'll tell everybody I love them. I don't have to fuck with you to love you. But I'm not gonna allow the fact that I don't like what you've done or what you may have said wear so deep into me was that I'm going to sit here and look for avenues to harass you, or judge you, or do whatever I want to do to you. Yeah, it ain't that serious for me. Never that. But I just want to come to y'all really quick. I mean, I didn't want much, you know what I'm saying? But I just want to come really quick and just say, you know what I'm saying? We're all not the same. We all may have, you know what I'm saying, be part of the same story, but we all have a different experience. We all have a different, you know what I'm saying, opinion. We may be all part of the same story, but we all have differences of opinion. And we need to be able to, you know what I'm saying, recognize that, respect that, and understand that. Period. Everything else is ridiculous. All this extra stuff that people be doing and going through, why? How does it change your life? You still go home to a roach infested apartment. You still go into the one room that you rent in someone else's house. I'm just saying, let's keep it real. Harassing me, trolling me, talking mess about somebody else that you don't know, that you can never do better than, you're still going to live the life that you're living. How is that going to change your life? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I grew up gay. You grew up with roaches. We both had situations that we had to deal with and fight through. That was one of the jokes I was thinking of earlier today. Like we all have differences of opinion. We all have different things that we have to struggle with. You struggle with roaches. I struggle with, you know what I'm saying, people thinking that, you know what I'm saying, I may not be as masculine as they want me to be. You know what I'm saying? I may not be as dark as people want me to be. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We all have our own different struggles. We all maybe have grew up in the same situation as not. But you know what I'm saying? It's different. There's a difference. Being able to recognize that, understand that, and live with that wherever comfortably within your own self is what we should all be striving for. But no, I want to harass you. You don't think like me, so let me talk mess about you. And how does that change your life for the better? How does that change your situation for the better? How does it make you a better person, a better human being? If y'all don't mind, can y'all please like this video, please? Thank you. It's only a handful of us in here anyway, because I'm not talking mess about nobody specifically. For sure, if y'all like the video, y'all here watching me, you know. But yeah, it just makes no sense to me. Like, we don't recognize the fact that we have really have more in common than we have differences. You know what I'm saying? Be blessed and happy that you woke up breathing every day. Well, at least today. Be happy that you have a roof over your head if you have a roof over your head. Be happy if you have a job that you have a job to be able to afford said roof over your head, said food on your table. Be blessed about that. You know what I'm saying? Be blessed that you are in your right mind and body. Be blessed with all these things that you have, and you know what I'm saying. So celebrate our similarities, opposed to trying to constantly point out the differences that we have. Because even if we have, let's say, our similarities, whatever, we still have a different story. You could come to someone else right now who have the same, like I said, my siblings. We still have a different outlook on life. We still, let's say, have a different way of taking the lessons that we grew up with learning, being poor and living with a single mom. We still have those lessons with us, whatever. But we may have different lessons. Although it's the same situation. You can't sit here like I can expect my brother to have the same understanding about life that I have, or my sisters to have the same understanding about life that I have, or nor do they expect me to have the same ones that they have. Their outlook on life, because although grew up in the same situation, we experienced it differently. People don't realize, don't comprehend. Like I don't understand that. Like I don't know. To me, it's like breathing is natural to be accepting and pleasant, or try to be. Well, it's also natural for me to defend myself, you know, to defend others that I feel is worthy of to be defended. I'm just saying, y'all, make it make sense. I'm only for 30 minutes, y'all. I didn't want much. Just want to come to y'all, talk to y'all, show y'all my little face. You know what I'm saying, show y'all my little eye mask when I go to sleep in the daytime. So I go to sleep, y'all. So yeah, I'm gonna take a nap. Yeah, didn't want much. Love you guys for being here. But as always, it's not important that I love you guys. It's more important that you love yourself, love someone else, respect yourself, and definitely respect someone else. But yeah, it is what it is, y'all. Hope y'all had a great day. Hope y'all be safe this weekend. Hope y'all had a good week. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I may see y'all again. Oh shit, I gotta do. Shelly, I'm gonna do a Dollar Tree pizza this weekend. I'm gonna do a Dollar Tree pizza. So I'm buying all the ingredients from Dollar Tree because you know Dollar Trees they sell like the ready-made pie or the ready-made pizza crust, and they sell pizza sauce and they sell pepperoni. They sell cheese. They sell breakfast sausage, all this stuff. So I'm gonna put together a pizza. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do that because they sell a lot of stuff Dollar Tree that you can make a pizza on. So I'm gonna try to do a Dollar Tree pizza. I told one of the cooks at work today, and they were like, "Oh, good luck with that." I was like, "Don't play with me. Don't try me." Because they say they sell olives, they sell mushrooms. So yeah, it's gonna be like a mushroom, olive, and meat pizza. I'm gonna do that this weekend. I was gonna do it today, but yeah, I'm like, let me take a nap. let me come and take a nap. But yeah, I think I'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm gonna do everything like that tomorrow. But yeah, y'all have a good day. I'll talk to you crazy kids later. Once again, I love you guys. Oh, you know it's gonna be good. You know I'm gonna put my thing on it. Well, not really my thing, but you know, my spin. Y'all have a great day. And I'll talk to y'all crazy. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, hopefully. Until then, y'all, peace.